There you go, fishos. What do we got? Reasonable weather in front of us. Looks quite promising at the moment. Could be a good weekend. There was a few fish come out of Dartmouth Dam last week or so. It's been absolutely fantastic, actually. Had the Dart Cup on there here the other day, and there was over 1,000 trout caught. Obviously there wasn't that many kept, but there was over 1,000 trout caught. One of the best reports I've heard of for a long time down there. Mind you, it has been pretty consistent over the last couple of months, so we're pretty happy with Dartmouth, as you could imagine. Hume Weir, still getting good reports from the Hume Weir, and not everyone's catching fish. They seem to be spread out a little bit. They're getting some very good redfin. If you put in a bit of time on the reddies, you should do quite well. Some sizable fish. Worms seem to be the go as far as bait fishing goes. Soft plastics, another really good option. Very small soft plastics too, by about 2.5 inch long. Cover the options, 1 or 2 gram jig head, just about perfect. A bit of trolling, you'll pick a few up. Trout haven't really started there yet, which is a bit disappointing. But look, it could happen in the near future. But we've got other places to catch trout at the moment, quite a few actually. Mulwala, a little bit of activity. Didn't get a heap of reports from it this week. Gives me indicator that they may have slowed down a little bit. But some of the fish are moving quite well. Still up around that Drain Lane, Kiffins area. Surface lure action really starting to kick in, I can assure you of that. Murrumbidgee River, very good. Heaps of crays. Oh, by the way, I should mention the crays just below the Hume Weir. Big numbers of them. From Hume Weir down to Mulwala, and a few in the top end of Mulwala. Some quite good crays there at the moment. It's one of the better seasons we've seen. Same goes to the Bidgie. Some very good crays. One of the best seasons I've seen for 20 years, I reckon. And big numbers, and most people are getting a bag of crays without too much trouble at all. Best baits seem to be chicken frames soaked in a bit of tuna oil. They seem to be the most consistent bait, so pretty good. Few cod, the channel's fishing well, we're getting a few cod out of there. Haven't heard a lot of reports from the creek, it's probably a bit too low, but then again, it's worth a bit of a drive, a bit of a look, a bit of a nosy. But cod and crays in the river, no problem at all. Don't forget, all the streams are closed. Tumut and all those areas you normally fish, Younger Billy, they're all closed for the spawning season, but the lakes are open. And we're getting some very good reports out of Blowering, which I did mention the last couple of weeks. Some very nice rainbow trout getting caught at the top end of Blowering. Up around the Junimar end, Yellowan, all through that area. Basically from Blowering Creek up. Tassie Devils seem to be pretty consistent. Pink and blue, any of those colours seem to be pretty hot stuff at the moment. The Yakamito Slim Minnows are doing exceptionally well, especially the rainbow trout pattern. Get some very nice fish on those. Few cod getting caught out of Blowering. It's not going crazy, but there is a few cod getting caught there, so we're pretty happy with that. Off the bank with bait seems to be better than the lure casting or what have you, but they're getting a few on soft plastics, a few on wake snakes, wake baits and all that sort of stuff. And the old moonwalkers and pompadours are kicking butt again, like they have done the last couple of seasons up there, doing the job real well. Tentangra, Yukonbean, Jindabyne, all fishing quite well. Got good reports out of Tentangra. Fantastic reports out of Yukonbean over the last couple of days. It's really cracking. Best lure to use up there at the moment is a Yakamito Vibe, a soft plastic one, doing extremely well in a dark colour, and also the slim minnows in about the 100. The bigger slim minnows are doing really well. So some good activity up there. Burrinjuck, bit on the flat side. Wangler, pretty quiet, not much activity there at all. Getting a few reports coming through from Cobden. Slowed down a little bit, but there is still a few cod coming out of that. So as you can see, we've got a fair bit of activity around us, and don't forget, if you want some in-depth reports from around this area, give us a quick ring and we'll give you a rundown on it. This is the Compleat Anglers Fishing Report for this week. We'll catch you next week.